Hi, everybody. This is Alan Fine. I'm here with Debbie Fiorino, who's the Chief Operating Officer for Dream Vacations and CruiseOne. Of course, that's part of the big World Travel Holdings family. We're here for the National Conference on Carnival Celebration, the newest ship, with another one yet to come out. We're going to talk about how Dream Vacations and CruiseOne supports travel advisors, and this is Insider Travel Report. Thank you for talking.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for being here all week, Alan.
So how many travel advisors are actually here right now?
We have 1,000 people on board between suppliers, our headquarters staff, and our travel advisors.
Now, when you spoke, you did your usual very warm and wonderful address, which if we have time, we'll get to. But you started off with some facts and figures that were really astounding. Can you give them to us now?
Sure, yeah. We were talking about how we did in 2023, and we compare cruise still over 2019 because 2019 was the last best year in cruise. And we are up over 20% in bookings in cruise and up over 45% in sales. And then we also, obviously, as Dream Vacations, sell a lot of resort vacations and what we call land. And we compare that over 2022 because that was our best year. And we are up over 10% in bookings and over 20% in sales compared to 2022, which is actually we're dangerously close to hitting $200 million in land sales, which is 100% more than we saw in 2019.
Right, that's the fact I wanted. Thank you. So now, leading to that, you did a lot of national and regional branding. Brag a little.
Yes, we did. Our marketing team has found just opportunities for us as a small, we're a large company, but it's expensive to do national branding. And so we were able to do some things on streaming TV. We were able to have a billboard in New York City for almost 30 days on the NASDAQ billboard that lit up, and we brought our entire team there.
In Times Square.
In Times Square. It was incredible to have your brand up there with other nationally known brands. So it's been an exciting year for national branding for us.
And billboards and the water. The
water taxis that we've been able to do in Fort Lauderdale and Tampa area. And we're going to be looking at more opportunities in 2024 to get really focused regionally in different areas to help the franchisees get our brand out.
So this section is about automated things. Mm-hmm. So you have automated weekly promos that go out, and then you have the travel advisors able to send out automated emails.
Yes, so we do emails on their behalf every week, 2 to 3 emails a week that we create, send out to their database for them. But we also have emails that we create content for them. They can take that, make it their own, and send that out to their databases as well.
And I'm seeing that you have like a 38% open rate, and they're just good numbers.
Yeah, amazing numbers. Our marketing team has shared with them about how these perform, which is really important to make sure that people are engaging with them and want to open them and obviously ultimately book with them.
And your continued investment in technology, and speaking of emails, you now upgraded Exchange.
Yes, we upgraded our email system this year in a really short period of time, and we went with the best of the best providers, and it's Microsoft Exchange, and not a lot of franchise companies do that. It's typically for a corporate type of exchange program, and we were able to do it for our franchisees to make sure they had the best email platform.
And let's talk about your headquarters, your HQ-funded promos.
Yes, we are one of the only that we know of franchise organizations, in travel or not, that actually fund promotions on the behalf of our franchisees to give them a leg up against the competition. So in addition to the cruise line or the resort funded promotions, World Travel Holdings is paying over $2 million a year to help our franchisees be competitive.
I didn't quite understand this one. This was Rallyo. How do you use it?
Rallyo is a automated social media program where our agents sign up and they can have posted content on their social media platforms, but it also goes beyond that. You can either have the automated program, or you can join for a small cost to do other things for your social media, especially for those agencies that focus on social media, where it really allows them to help them get out there and get the clicks that they need to get to be successful.
Is snail mail dead? I don't think so.
No, it's not. Direct mail is a big part of what our franchisees do, and we have a program with Travel Leaders Network, our consortia, that we do direct mail every week. There's a different type of direct mail piece going out, and our agents get free pieces based off of their volume.
I'm showing 1.2 million free pieces world.
2 million, yes.
And that's not all. You also do a video program.
Yes, we have a videographer that we contract with, and he has done 160 videos that we have on our agents' websites that they can show to their customers, because we know people are visual when it comes to travel, and so they can really immerse themselves in what the product that they want to go on.
So what are funded sweepstakes that you have every quarter?
Yeah, we have a funded sweepstakes on our advisors' websites on Dream Vacations or CruiseOne, where we actually fund a free cruise or a $10,000 giveaway. And this allows our agents to go out and get leads, and they register for the sweepstakes, and now they can market to those. So it's a great program for them to get their database and then get their numbers up in their database.
And then you prepare for them, for their website, spotlight landing pages for destinations.
Yeah, so the marketing team, again, has just done a phenomenal job making it really easy so that you don't have to do the work, and be able to take things and make landing pages so that people who are interested in these things, you don't have to create all that content. It's all created for you. So wherever you're an expert, whatever your niche is, you can really use that and have people come to those landing pages to get educated before they even talk to you.
And that's not all on the websites, because you also help them. You've got email sign-up confirmations and contest entry confirmations. So everything's getting automated on their websites through you.
Absolutely. And it's about making their job easy so they can do what they do well, and we are there to help support them and the things that we do well.
Updated shopping cart.
Yes, shopping cart abandonment, which basically is if someone goes to visit your website and they're looking around, we know, and then we can say, hey, you were looking at that Carnival Celebration cruise. Do you still want to go? So it reminds them, and then it in the consumer's mind to go back to that place in the website.
And one of the things that everyone in the audience really liked is the idea that you have this agent profiler that they can become a part of. Yes. Explain how that supports.
Yes. So we really enhanced the ability for our agents to really talk about who they are, what their expertise is, where they've been, so that when people are searching for travel agents or travel agencies online, you're going to show up when you have better content. And so when they're looking for an agency, those agencies who have really put that information in there, they're going to show up first. And of course, we all use Google, and we need to make sure that we're out there talking about who that we are. So that it was a really great program, again, launched in 2023.
And a lot of them are in it, but they're not all in it. So the incentive is to get going.
They're absolutely the incentive. And I think that the agents that are here saw the results that we were able to talk about, and now they'll go home and make sure they build their profile.
Another reason for conference. People come and they share their notes, and they see what's working for them.
Absolutely.
Okay. This is a great program. Your partnership with Uplift,
yes.
The ability to pay or fund or finance a trip.
Absolutely. So a few years ago, for this division, we rolled out Uplift for the agents to use with their consumers when they were making an offline booking. Recently, we just rolled it out, so if someone's shopping on their website and they want to make the booking online, they can do so, but now they have this additional payment option. And we all know, as a country, we're looking for more and more different types of payment options. Anytime you go shopping on a website, there's just different ways you can do it. And so it's one more way for them to say they get a booking paid in full, because Uplift pays the booking, and then the consumer pays Uplift back for the financing. Yep.
Now, with Sabre going, you guys had to step up and figure out how to communicate directly live with all the vendors. Yes. And you've divided it up in a certain way.
Yes. So we made direct connections to certain cruise lines, and then for the cruise lines that we didn't make, some of the smaller lines that we didn't make direct connections, we are using Odysseus, which is the new, which was like Sabre, so that we have a connection through Odysseus to those cruise lines as well.
The Groups app is getting better and better.
We launched that last year at conference. It actually rolled out on Super Bowl Sunday 2023, and it has been a phenomenal success. We have what I call the Taj Mahal of a Groups application. There is no doubt that we have one of the better Groups applications. Home-based travel agencies do a lot of groups, affinity groups, and we have made it so easy for you to set up a contract. And they basically, some of the agents said they didn't even have to take the training because it looks so similar to them on how you do an individual booking, that we made it so easy, and the success has been really good because people want to now go out and sell groups because they know that they can transact it easily.
The user interface is that familiar?
It's that familiar, yeah.
We spoke to Drew Daly about the outreach and how often people get together. It's tremendous. There's always someone that you can talk to, ask for advice, the different events. But now you are the godmother of a ship, and there's going to be an event on that ship. Tell us about that, please.
Yes, so I christened the Ama Sienna in 2022. And we decided this year to do a godmother cruise because a lot of the agents that couldn't go on that christening want to go on the Ama Sienna with me. So we're doing a godmother cruise on the Ama Sienna. It goes from Basel to Amsterdam on the Rhine, but it's during the Christmas markets. And I've never done the Christmas markets, so I'm really excited. It's December 14th to December 21st.
To wrap this up, we got to over 126,000 travel advisors. You gave an inspirational speech, as you do every year. Let's maybe use that as a way to sign off.
Sure. Yeah, our theme of conference is focus. And we always try to find a theme that really is about what's going on right now. And, you know, when Forward was last year. And I actually talked about focus as well last year. It was they go together, right? They kind of go together. But this year in particular, we were hearing people say how busy they were and what can we do to help and how can we, you know, like it's a great kind of stress, but it's still stressful. And so like they would ask, like, what should I do to make sure that I can do more and sell more? And the answer was always focus. And whether that's focusing in a niche, whether that's focusing on how you go to market, finding that focus. And so I really talked a lot. Some of it's business, but some of it's personal, right? Because in your life, it all blends together. And so I talked a lot about, you know, what should you be doing, but also what should you stop doing? Because it's sometimes more important to figure out what you what you should stop doing than what you should add on. And so you should think about, like, if you're going to just do groups, then stop focusing on FIT. If you're just going to do FIT, then stop focusing on groups. But, you know, really making sure that you're taking accountability for what you're doing. And, you know, one of the quotes I love that I used is, remember that no is a complete sentence. You know, if someone asks you to do something and you're like, oh, I don't know, just say no, but thank you. Because it's all on you. And at the end of the day, there is no one there that's going to tell you, go take that training, go take that walk if you're trying to lose weight. You are going to have to push yourself. And we also used a Mel Robbins video where she talks about that you're never going to want to. So if you're waiting to want to do this stuff, you're going to be waiting a long time. No one says, I want to get up at 5 a.m. and exercise. But they get up at 5 a.m. to exercise because they have a goal. And so what are your goals? What are you doing to achieve those goals? What are you going to stop doing to make sure you achieve those goals? It's really important. That will help you focus. And the people that focus are the most successful, healthy, and wealthy individuals in the world. That's really what it comes down to.
So what I'm going to do is talk to you more often.
And, you know, what I also talked about was that, you know, one of the things I always say is I'm going to write a book. It's easier said than done. Right. I often talk about things that I believe can help other people, but it's not because I'm successful at it all the time. I typically try something. I fall down. I try something else. You know, I typically cry. I get back on the horse and I try something else. I am far from perfect. I told a story about how I just lost 70 pounds this year. And however, and as much as I feel great, and as much as everyone has been complimenting me all week about it, there were many years that I was not doing the things I should be doing. And so that just should show everyone that you're not going to always do the right thing, but just try again, do something else, and you'll be successful eventually at what you're trying to do. You just have to keep trying to do those things and make sure that that focus is on whatever that thing is, and try not to do too many things, because we're human beings. Focus on one thing, get that right, and then move on to something else.
It's a pretty good version of what you did in front of everybody, and everybody was pretty moved. So thank you for giving that all to us now, and thank you for talking to us.
Thank you for being here all week again. We really do appreciate it, Alan.
And this is Alan Fine for Insider Travel Report.